Final Boss is a game that was created out of our love for video games from our childhood. If you want to get news about our game, check our website finalbosscardgame.com and follow us on Facebook or Twitter. When you open the game, you will find the following content inside. 1 rulebook, 59 power-up cards, 16 enemy cards, 5 final boss cards, 12 power gem counters, 15 victory point counters, and 1 player 1 token. Now let's take a look at what's on a card. In the top left and top right corners, there are the attack and health values respectively. Most cards have attack and health values, but some cards do not. As long as you have a power-up card in your inventory space, you can add its attack and health values to your overall attack and health stats. These stats will be used to fight enemies, which we will explain later. The stats are sometimes described as number/number. For example, 1/2 or 3/3. The first one being the attack value and the second one being the health value. At the top of the card, in the middle, there is the name of the card. And directly under the name of the card, there is the type of the card. The text at the bottom of the card explains the effect of the card and specifies the type of effect. All cards in the game have one effect, including power-up cards, enemy cards, and final boss cards. Let's take a look at the different types of power-up cards. Power-ups are the cards that players hold in their hands. There are 4 types of power-ups. Characters. A player may only activate 1 character card in his inventory at any time. If you wish to change your inventory character, you have to discard the old one first. Weapons. A player may only activate 1 weapon card in his inventory at any time. If you wish to change your weapon, you can swap it with a card in your hand, without the need to discard the old one. Items. A player may only activate 5 item cards in his inventory at any time. If you wish to change an item, you can swap it with a card in your hand, without the need to discard the old one. And finally, we have the specials. Special cards cannot be activated in the inventory, but are played directly from the hand. Consider them as one-time use spells. There are 3 types of effects. Each effect type works following a different mechanic, and all cards in the game have one effect type that determine how that card can be played. Passive effects depicted in white are active whenever the card is active on the table. They are persistent effects, and the card doesn't need to be discarded after using the effect. Combat effects, depicted in orange, can only be played during combat, on the combat pile, which I will explain later. Cards with combat effects are placed on the combat pile, and when the effect is resolved, the card is discarded. Instant effects, depicted in yellow, can be played at any time, and their effect is immediate. After the effect is resolved, discard the card. Enemies and final bosses also have effects, but these are either passive, which means that the effect takes place for as long as the enemy or final boss remains active on the table, or instant, which means that the effect is applied immediately as soon as the enemy or final boss card is revealed. Also, like most power-ups, enemies and final bosses have attack and health values, which are confronted to the attack and health of the player during combat. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below, and remember to check our website finalbosscardgame.com and follow us on Facebook or Twitter for news regarding our game.